Welcome back to K&L Farms. I'm Ken. I hope this video finds you well. I featured this brush rig on my channel a couple times so far, and it came in very handy this last wildland season. But it's coming on to winter. It's October now, and this truck is prone to freezing up. So I have to do one repair on this truck that I did, and then I have to get my personal items off of it. I have some personal items I stage on it to make my life easier during wildland season. And when I say freeze up, when this truck's prone to freeze up, and I haven't drained the tank yet, probably should have already, but I haven't done it yet. But see, you can probably see these hard lines. I'll step back, you can see in the frame. See this hard line? I don't know, Chief's saying we've changed these valves up to 5 times. I don't know why this truck is so prone to freeze up, but it is prone to freeze up. So we're trying to get it winterized, and the drive chain, I think that's a 50 pitch drive chain, and the drive chain is for this hard reel. Now this hard reel, and we've used it a few times. This hard reel, actually I think I used it 3 times this last year, this last summer. But I enjoy the hard line. But if you pull up on a fire, you got a fire, and the fire is within, say, 100 feet. That's 100 feet of line, actually 150 feet, but I only go 100 feet. And you can fight fire, small fire, with this hard line. It's easier for me. Pull it out, because right now it's free spooling. And the reason that I pulled the drive chain was this motor had seized up, and this button, right here, this button, had actually, it was over here, it was stationed so over here somewhere, and it got damaged. And instead of shutting the truck down during the major fire season, I just pulled the drive chain off. Just take this hose reel, and I'll show you here in just a minute. And I just give it a tug and start walking. Now usually you have somebody with the truck, and usually somebody on the end of the hose. I'm usually the guy with the truck, and somebody else walked the hose out. And last fire I went on, pulled the hose out, kind of got rid of all of the major hot spots. Everything I was concerned with, just dropped the hose, came back to the truck. And that way, by that time there was 10 people out there. They can just come across the hose, and they holler at me. I send them water, they do what they need to do. But right now, here, I'll try it. See if you can hear it. See how that motor runs down? That motor is actually electronically trying to wind this hose back up. Since I dropped the drive chain, I got to put it back on. It doesn't work. Now, so pull up to a fire. Fire's within 100 feet of the truck. I just pull that out, do a little hot spot, come back to the truck, and then wait for backup. I don't know if you can see it or not, but this hose right here, put a soft line on. And a soft line, the first chunk of soft line, or every chunk of soft line on this truck, is 100 feet. So say we're out there 300 feet. I'm going to put a chunk of hard line on, or soft line on. I'm going to pull it out, because that hard line will not reach the fire now. That means that we have limited access to the fire. Or I'm going to pull it down and start filling up a drop tank with 1 or 2, with 300 feet, to be 3 chunks of line. And I could use a gated Y on that if I need be. But the reason between the two is, one, this one, greater than 100 feet. That one is near to the truck 100 feet. So I'm going to work on putting this drive chain back on. And it's got kind of rusty just over the last few months I've had it off here. Find the master link, put it on there, and I'm trying to hook that reel back up and see if I can get that to roll back up by itself. Okay, got a couple sets of needle nose pliers and a screwdriver. So let's see if we can get that master link out of there first. Got the master link off there. Get up in the truck. Got a fish set around the driver. For right now, I'm just going to set it right here for the time being. Okay, I went to put the chain back on. Remember I said that this motor had been disassembled and rebuilt. And I don't know if you can see it or not. Let me get this bungee out of the way a little bit. You can actually see it. I'm thinking maybe 2 pitches out. So I need to loosen this up, because what happened was when they reinstalled that, they reinstalled it with all of the tension out of it. I got to loosen 4 bolts up, pick that motor back up, reestablish the chain, and then push that motor back down to put some tension in it. But let's work on that right now. And that was a good guess. See if I can, I don't know if they tighten these up or not. No, they didn't really tighten them up very much. And this one here is not even on the tensioner holding the motor at all. So this whole motor has got to go up. They assembled it down too far low. Okay, try and get it all the way up. I'm going to put a shim underneath of it for now and see if I can get that wrapped around there on that motor. Yep, that's better. I can tell already that's better. That's better, but it's not good yet. Okay, I'm gonna try and wrap this around, because I'd rather do it towards the bottom. Nope, still almost a full tooth off, it looks like. Okay, got it back together. Just took longer than I anticipated, so I didn't video it all. This is what it's supposed to look like. Kind of a lazy way to do it, but if you're by yourself with 100 feet of line out, you just get what we normally do, stretch it out, line it up on the road, and they just start hitting it and going. You can re-roll that truck by yourself in just a few minutes.